Hello, guys.
Hello, we're back.
Kia and Frank here. Um, so we enjoyed our evening night out on the boardwalk, the board, the board
The
walk. Oh my
boardwalk.
God, I can't even get the words out. Goodness. So we decided to do another video. Why not? The night's still young. So we decided to talk about who should be in control of the monies.
Within the relationship.
Money, 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 money. So,
Yes.
guys, in your relationships, I don't know who best fits the control of the wallet for
Or
you guys.
the funds. I mean, okay, so
I mean, and not just money, but financially wise. Like, who is more financially responsible when it comes to money, bills, etc.?
I want to say bottom line is the female. The end.
Why so?
Why? Because okay, well, no. Okay, let me not even say the female should be control of the money.
I guess
it
you could say in maybe
no,
in your situation or just in
my
general.
okay, so my situation because all right, so I wasn't raised to learn. I didn't really know finances and how to save money and how to control money. I was just I was I was always the money was just here. Take the money, take the money, take the money in my household. My father would just it was more like if I was asked for $5, I would get $20 instead. And it was just like, here, take the money. If you need more money, just say it. That's how I was
Right.
raised, and I was never taught to really save money. It was said like you need to save money, but it was never um, I guess
Shown.
yeah shown as well as you have to save money. It was just
Like
once in
made
a
as a discipline. You
yeah
was not disciplined to.
yeah. So as growing up, I was more like I just buy whatever I wanted, and I knew I would get more money later on. That was it. So when I got in a relationship, my first relationship before my wife, hmm, my first real relationship before my wife, um, money wasn't an issue, I guess you could say, and I would just spend, and I just like, okay, I know money will come somewhere else from later on, from whatever or whoever. Until I met my wife, um, she's the one who actually showed me how to control money, um, and she enforced it on me to where I actually had to start being responsible to take care of certain things before worrying about my
Once.
yeah my wants was when it came to being money hungry. Um, yeah, yeah,
Money hungry or just.
not money hungry. No, not this. What how would I say spending? Spending
Bad
this
spending habits.
bad. Yeah, I had bad spending habits. I had bad spending habits, and it was it was bad. It was bad. But as through this video, I want to express more of like what I was doing and how I had to overcome that bad habit I had. But so yeah, I feel that the women, the ladies should be in control of the money because they have better mindset than men.
Okay. Well, I feel like I'm 50-50. I guess it depends on one, the person's background, two, uh, the maturity of a person. I mean, and no, I can't even say maturity because you know what? There actually are some younger children or people who are very money conscious. Um, so I think it's more of a background. I think it's more of a person's background that defines how they handle money.
Yeah, like what I was saying about how I was raised, the
Yeah,
background,
yeah. I
the
mean, yeah, yeah. He's right.
background thing. So like, okay, so when we first started uh, going, you remember when they used to say that back in school, high school? Oh,
Going.
not high school. Shit, junior high or whatever. Yo, they go with each other. I never understood that shit.
They
Like
go with each other.
they go with each other. That means like that used to mean like going
Dating.
out, dating. Like I
Mm-hmm.
used to say in my head, like where are they going? I
Where's they going?
I
They're
was
standing
always
right
that
here.
I was always that one. Like where are they going to? Anywho, yeah. So in the relationship, uh, I was spending. I mean,
He was
I,
more like he was more of that materialistic guru. Like he felt like materialistic things and showing off was what was gonna get my attention. So like when we first met, he felt like, hey, if I woo her and buy her a vehicle, I remember that. Cause at the time, I think
uh,
my favorite vehicle was a Toyota Celica. I still actually want a Toyota Celica, and at this point, I think we was like 3 years in, maybe
yeah, about two or
about
three.
2 or 3 years in,
Yeah.
and he still had this mindset that he got to give me this, he got to buy me this, he got to show me this, and he went to go and buy me went all out. Like we went to the Toyota dealership and everything, and he's gonna buy this, and I'm like, I don't want this car. Like I don't want that. Like I wanted it, but I didn't want it. You know what I mean? Like it was that wasn't gonna satisfy me. Like I want to get it, but I want it on my own. I want to I want to earn it. But he was just so adamant about just buying me things and giving me things, and I had to tell him over and over and over, I am not a materialistic person. I don't know who you dealt with or who you've been dating, but you have to get me out of that group because I'm not in that group. And it
Yeah,
took him a while. It did. It take him a
I
while.
remember
Our
that.
backgrounds are completely different when it comes to being money conscious and responsible. Like he told you, his background, he was always just handed money was always just handed to him. It was never an issue. My background, money was an issue. I came up through a struggle. One and two, you had to earn your money, whether it was through chores or doing something good, good behavior, things like that. It was you had to earn it, and even when you earned it, you were disciplined on how
Mm.
to spend it. It was like you can if you go into the store and you buy this, you can't buy 5 packs of candy. You better get something else. So it was always something. Some people have those parents who it's
Serious?
like you can get some candy or something, but don't be thinking you about to spend all that money on that candy. It ain't happening. So that's how I was raised. Or it was okay if we're going here, then it's either I buy you this or you spend your money. If you spend your money, this is X, Y, and Z. If I buy you this, then it's X, Y, and Z. It was always um, a method behind everything, which was to teach you. You had to know. You had to. It was guidance. It was to prepare you, and so you can know if I spend my money, this is how it goes. Or if someone else spends their money, this is how it goes. So my family taught me both directions. Um, and
Oh,
then
I might
not
not
only
have heard
that,
it.
hmm? I
No.
mean, because I never really, I mean, I spoke of it, but I never really touched bases on it until now. I mean, it wasn't something to really talk about, I guess.
Uh
I mean, I've
huh.
told him like, hey, I had to be taught how to spend money or whatever. Um, Now don't get me wrong, I was never taught how to manage money, like really manage it when it comes to bills and things like that. I wasn't taught that. I wasn't taught
Me
how
either.
to
Me
how
either.
to write checks or how to use a credit card, or I never was taught any of that. I think in middle school or high school, early high school, I believe, we used to have. I think what was the class? Dang, they don't have the class anymore, but they used to teach you about money and how to write checks and stuff. But that's brief. That's the only way that I kind of learned. But by that point, by the time you get older, you forget about all of that. So that's the only time that I really was taught how to really like write a check and credit cards. But they don't go into detail. They just say, hey, this is a credit card that's linked to a bank and this is that, da 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 da, and that's it.
Hmm.
But I never really was. I learned on my own. Honestly, I really did. Watching, not only that, watching my grandparents, watching my mom, watching family around me swipe a card, write a check, and I'm like, okay, what's that? How to, what's that for? And they would say whatever. That's that. Just watching. I kind of just self-taught myself. As far as the struggle, yeah, I came from a family of struggle. We had them days where meals were short, uh, electricity or things like that was cut off.
Not me. We were balling. We had a whole mansion. Oh my god, we had like
In his
two
mind.
cars.
In his mind.
We had 2 cars and a car named Kit.
Let him tell you that.
It was Knight Rider. He used to talk to me.
I've had
like,
conversations
oh,
with his mom,
snap.
and I've had conversations with his dad. I know the truth.
But when they handed money, it was
his background was a little bit more.
We had struggles too.
No, I know that. I know. Yeah, they had struggles too, but I don't want to say privileged because they wasn't privileged. They had their struggles too, but
we was balling.
I think my line of struggling was more of a struggle versus what he struggled. And when we met, like he said, I taught him some things. And I think it's because when you come from struggle and you come from nothing, you know how to survive. You go into survival selfish mode, I guess you could say. Like, I'm selfish when it comes to money. I just refuse to be like, If I can use a coupon for everything and save and get a discount on top, that's me. Mm-hmm. That's me. Yeah. I'm just selfish with it. It's probably not selfish, but it's just because I know what it's like to not have. I know what it is to struggle. I know what it is to stretch nothing. I know what it is. So,
and that's why
I had to marinate that on him.
Is the one that should be controlling money, because one, they know how to balance it. They know how to find to save it. They know how to make $1 turn into $5. They know how to save and actually forget that there's money
somewhere.
That's
I lose money all the time.
Yeah, like us men, and I have a couple of friends that can not even vouch. Okay, vouch for the saying. They go through the same thing. I cannot save money. Amazon, for example. Man, Amazon take all my money. All my money. As soon as I get it, I gotta buy some. There was at one point where I was when I first got into the military.
Oh.
When I first got into the military, I mean,
guys,
I was.
When I tell you, I could have honestly caught a case and been okay with it. I could have honestly caught a case and been okay with it.
I was buying. I was ordering things off of Amazon
that he ain't even need.
That I ain't even need.
Didn't even need it. Didn't even have
but it was just the fact that I know I got it, I bought it, and when it got there, I was like, yay.
When they say don't let the money burn a hole in your pocket, it set his damn pants on fire when he get money in his pocket. Whole damn pants, ass too, on fire, because it's money and he know it's there.
But it was like, okay, it was the feeling that, okay, I'm finally out on my own. I'm making my own money.
Yeah.
For my wife and kids, I'm like, okay, I got money now. And then that mindset some people still have, if I spend this money, I'm gonna get money, get more, another paycheck later.
And that's how he thinks.
Yes.
That's how he thinks.
I had that mindset, like, I'm gonna get another paycheck later, so
I'm gonna spend now.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's that. Ooh, Lord. Yeah. This man has put us in so many holes.
Yeah.
Lord knows.
Yes, I was bad. Like,
I'm surprised we survived. I ain't gonna lie.
Because of me?
Woo. I'm surprised, and I think it's because of me. I think it's because I always found a way to whip it around. some type of way. I don't know how I figured it out, but I always found a way to figure it out. But this man, I remember the one time, and I'm going to go back on when he first joined the military. And when I said I could have caught a case and been okay with it, this man was not even home. And when I tell you he emptied out the whole bank account.
Oh, what?
That's the question. What was it? I want to know. On what? He probably don't even remember it. See, that's the problem. He got what is it? Swipe amnesia. That's what we call it. Swiping amnesia.
Okay, so
he swipes so goddamn much he don't even know what he swiped.
Let me just clear this up, because I know you guys or women probably thinking like he was probably at the strip clubs and buying booze. I was never doing none of that stuff.
That I can say.
I never.
It went on when he spent money. It was either on electronics, music, cars, gear, just boy stuff, men stuff, however you want to call it.
And I had
that type of stuff.
I had the man cave. Woo, boy.
It just
man.
But he emptied. When I tell you, listen to me closely, guys. Let me get a little closer. When I tell you, it's funny now, but it wasn't funny then, because at the time we had 3 children. Okay, mind you, I was home. I was now a house mom because the twins were premature and I was not able to send them to daycare and things like that. They were critical premature babies. So I had to be home with my children. So I had no income, okay? We had bills. We had a whole house, a 2-level house at that, a car, and 3 kids. Well, total 4, although she was with her mom, but we still had responsibilities with her as well. This man cleaned out the whole bank account, left me with nothing. Mind you, rent was due, electricity bill was due, water bill was due. I think we had car insurance, all of that was due. This man is gone. He done shipped out. He had to ship out. So I'm sitting in the dining room looking at the bank account like, what the hell happened? Like, it was just there. I know what I had yesterday. What happened? This man, I don't know, swiped it, bought, I don't even remember what. Amazon. It was Amazon. I think it was Amazon and eBay because stuff started shipping to the house.
No, it was more eBay because I didn't fall in love with Amazon.
That's what I'm saying. I said Amazon and eBay.
I was buying necessary stuff.
No, it was not necessary.
It was necessary.
And he thought it was necessary. Meanwhile, I'm struggling at a house, about to get kicked out because of him. So, yeah. And that's how selfish and immature it came to being money responsible he was. He didn't even think about, okay, I got kids, I got to worry about that, they got bills. He was just like, oh, there's money in the bank, I can use that.
Yeah, that's what I was.
He's not thinking, oh, this bill got to be paid, I don't know if this is pending, I don't know if that. None of that came to his mind. It was just like, oh, there's money in the bank, I see money in the bank, let me go spend it. Had me, I don't know how I got out of that one, but I got out of that one. Thank God. I really did.
You did.
But when I tell you, I could have caught a case and been sitting in jail happy. I mean, I would have been near the jolly. I probably would have been the most happiest inmate in the prison, goddammit. I'd probably be the happiest one, jolly as ever. They probably thought I was crazy. Might have had to lock me up in the happy house. In the happy house inside the prison. I'm serious, man. I couldn't believe he did that.
Yeah, I did things. And for you all that are going through that right now, if you are going through it,
take a finance class.
It's hard, yeah. It's
do finance class.
Take finance class, or what we did. The best thing that we did, or I did, was leave her with all the responsibilities. Nah,
and this is the thing.
No,
because don't do that. I mean, do that, but don't do that. And this is why I say don't do that, because there is going to be a time in life No matter what it is. It can be because I'm down and sick. I'm in the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm in labor.
Yeah.
Anything, anything. God forbid, death, whatever. And if you are not educating yourself and or paying attention to the things and the responsibilities that you guys have, when one of you are not around and you don't know nothing, how is that going to work?
That is true.
How is that going to work?
That is true.
So even if you feel comfortable of not being responsible with it and you say, okay, hey, you take responsibility, that's fine. But educate yourself. Make sure you are aware and know what is going on.
Yes, and that's what I had to do. I actually, to go back on that joke I made, like leaving her with all the responsibilities, I actually started doing that. Like, whatever my pay is or whatever I may pay, because we share a bank account, obviously, and I'll just let her do whatever she needs to do with the money, and I will just leave it alone. Just like leave me $50. But it got to a point where I started like well, I didn't start, but okay, I didn't know the finances in the house. It was more of like she
knew, but he just didn't know
how to go about paying things.
He didn't know into detail.
Yes.
It was like, I know there's gas, I know there's water, I know there's this, but not into detail as the bill payers.
Yes.
Basically.
And she made a valid point one time, just like what she just made. In case something does happen to her, I have no clue of what to do. So I had to start taking it upon myself to actually pay attention to what she was doing and ask questions of what needs to be paid, how you pay it, and how do you separate the money. Like if a certain bill needs to be paid, but that other bill needs to be paid, and we only have this amount of money, how are we going to stretch that? And I had to actually take classes from my wife. So no, don't leave all the responsibility up to the female or male.
Whoever is the strong
it has
one.
to be a 50-50 thing, because again, you never know what may happen to you or her or him and her or whatever. You never know what may happen, and you got to be that person to take step up and take charge. Like, okay, my wife is sick. I need to start paying the bills. I need to see how much we have in savings, and so on and so on. There are some men that don't know nothing about their household. I was one of them.
Yeah.
I
mean, to the point that he didn't even know what the hell was in the goddamn refrigerator.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I was just about to say that.
That's bad.
I listen. Again,
didn't know if we had toilet tissue, nothing like that.
Again, I was that person.
Worried about everything else but home.
I just wanted to give the money and let her do the stuff. Like in the wilderness. Who's the one that does all the killing when it comes to lion pride? The lioness. The one who eats the first is the male lion. He eats the first while she does all the work.
Y'all go ahead and with that mind conscious.
No, I'm just saying that was my mindset. Like, you go hunt and do the bills, and I come in, and I eat. Then I let you eat or let the kids eat and stuff maybe. But
guess what? While you sitting there eating, because you don't know what's going on, I just poisoned your dumb ass.
What?
Yeah.
You gonna poison?
I'm the lioness. I'm the hunter.
You gonna poison the wildebeest?
Now I'm a poison because you failed to know what's in your household. So because you failed to know what's in your household, enjoy that meal.
Yes, and you have to pay attention because you don't pay attention, you can get poisoned.
Yeah.
You can get poisoned, and I
and not meaning literally poison, but like you can you ruin things for yourself. You can ruin things for your family. You can ruin things for your children. Your
children will start seeing things again. Yeah. The last few videos we made, I'm gonna bring back up the children again. Children see everything. They see and listen. They might not say anything, but they are paying attention. And I realized that when my children started asking questions, and I was shocked. Like, oh my gosh, they actually was paying. I was saying in my head like, how did they know?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think I didn't think they ever noticed.
Yeah.
So you being nonchalant about
Bills
paying
and money.
bills and money, they're gonna grow up and start doing the same thing. They might not
They're gonna
say
be
anything, but that's gonna keep playing in their head, and they're gonna grow up and do the same
same pattern.
pattern that you're
Mm-hmm.
doing, what you're showing now.
Right. And see, that was another thing with us, and I'm glad that we both had two different backgrounds, because we both can teach our children from both angles. You understand what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's a good thing. And not only that, we both have that mindset of, I went through this, I don't want my kids to go through this.
Yes.
I didn't like the way it felt. I don't want my kids to know what it feels like. Not saying that they're not going to experience it, because by all means, at one point in their life, they are going to experience it. And to be honest, I hope that they do experience some things, because if they don't, they will never know how to deal with it. They will never know how to survive, and they will never know how to get
Yes,
out of
you
the
have to
situation.
learn
So I
from your
prefer that my
mistakes.
children do go through something. Now, as us being parents and you being parents, of course, you're going to try to protect them and prepare them for everything that you possibly can. But we already know that in reality, we ain't going to be able to save them from everything.
Yes.
So when we got to this mindset, once he started coming around and realizing, okay, I got to do better. I got to learn this thing. I got to know how to do this thing and handle things better financially. We started playing a game. We did a video on that too. We started playing a game with the kids, because we sat down and was like, you know what? Nobody ever taught me how to do this. Nobody ever taught me
Hmm.
responsibility. Nobody taught us in depth. You know what I
Yes.
mean? You hear it, they tell you, they say it. Like he said, I heard it, but never taught in depth.
Yeah.
So we sat down, we was thinking. And then not only that, what made us really push forward with it is because he started to embed them bad habits on our kids. And when I say that, it was every time we went out, he started buying them things.
Yeah.
And I would be like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. It was either buying them things or giving them whatever they wanted.
Yes.
And it pissed me off. It used to piss me off all the time. And I'm like, stop doing that. You have to
I
stop
was
doing
that because my father
Did it
was
to
the
him.
type of person, he would go into the supermarket and spend hundreds of dollars,
Not even
but he
paying
would
attention
just
to the price.
pick up whatever he sees,
Right. He
and
just
put
grabbed
it in.
It's whatever they wanted and put it in the cart.
And my father's still that way today.
still-
Like
yeah.
he whatever his grandchildren want,
He still
he
just-
would they would. He don't care how much it is, he would
He
get
just
it.
grab it.
He would get it,
Yep.
and I started doing that. Like if the girls asked for money,
It wasn't about exactly what they asked for.
yeah,
It's just,
if they
need
asked
more
for again $10, I would give them 20.
or more.
And yeah, or more, I would just say, here, just take this, to the point where I had to start sneaking. I had to start
Yes.
sneaking and tell him, don't tell mommy.
But they always tell me,
Here, they did?
yes, my girls listen. My girls love their mama.
Wait, they told you?
They used to tell me a lot of stuff. Even when you used to sneak and buy them little things off of Amazon and things, thinking I didn't know, or Best Buy or wherever it was, little gadgets and stuff.
Little.
They always tell
Ooh.
mommy. They always come back and tell mommy. Believe that. and then I would figure it out anyway, because as a parent, you're gonna pay attention to your kids in detail. I don't care. I'm paying my kids. I pay attention to. So if we go into the store and I know you only had $5, but we going in the store and you asking for this, that, and the third, and you paying this, that, and the third, something ain't right. So I'm gonna ask, because one, where did you get it from? Is gonna be my number one question and concern. And I only say that because you have to be careful of who is giving your kids money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying just as a parent or you have to be careful of who is giving your kids money, because you got family friends that got friends, you got cousins, aunt, nieces, nephews, whoever, whatever. And you have to be conscious and aware of them people that's surrounding your kids and giving money, because everybody giving money ain't giving money for good deed. I'm sorry. And you have to be careful. Nowadays, you have to be careful. People lure kids with money. They lure them in, and these kids don't know no better. They just, uncle such and such gave us this, or mommy, uncle, best friend, brother, somebody. stuff like that. We don't do that. I don't play like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't ask me or tell me and I don't know nothing about it, nah, I'm a skeptic person. So if you doing something to behind my back and giving something to my kids, I'm questioning that. I'm gonna question that. I don't play like that. I don't play with my kids. So yeah, when I seen things like that, it's like, hold up, wait. Where you get that from? Because you was at such and such house, or you was over there at such and, like, you start going through your memory bank for the week or where your kids was at. You know what I mean? Because you just don't know. Just watch your surroundings. Period. So that was another reason how I found out. But to go back,
found out how I was giving the money.
Yeah, like
because the way you were just describing it is like somebody else is
No. I'm saying that in general, but how I found out that they was getting money from daddy is because, okay, we just was in the house and you went such and such. But I always put two and two together. And or sometimes they just be like, oh, mommy, daddy end up giving me such and such. Okay, that's fine.
You actually just made me you just remind me of something. Speaking on that. You guys are probably thinking like, okay, daddy got a secret account somewhere.
He claims he does.
Everybody, or marriages or relationships, they're gonna have their shared account and their secret account. Don't keep secret accounts. That's my opinion. You can have an account and your wife or husband know about the account.
I got my secret stash.
You got a secret stash. Mm-hmm. It ain't secret because you just told me.
You always know I had a secret stash.
Anywho.
I always kept money on the side. I always.
Yeah, she did. That. She did.
You don't know how much, but that ain't your business. And Tabitha Brown mouth.
Anywho,
Brown words.
I don't know who that is, but she know about the secret stash?
No, she don't know about it either.
Anywho. Yeah, it's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah,
you guys got to keep it that way because if you don't, it can cause issues. I have a friend right now that him and his girlfriend, but they've been together for like I think 15 years. They got 3 children together. Still girlfriend and boyfriend. Which anyway, I was talking to him about the stock game. Get him to the stock, and he was like, "Okay, I gotta try to put some money into the stock, start it up because he didn't know nothing about the stock or whatever." And he was like, "I got some money stashed away that my girlfriend don't know about because if she finds out I got money, she will get mad and start questioning me." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
That's true. You have insecure. No, I don't want to say insecure, but I call it insecure. You have people like that who take it the negative route when it's not necessary.
Yeah, like why would she get mad if you got money, especially money that you work for?
Yeah.
And she would get mad because you got your own money, or if she gets.
Maybe okay. Some people may have a reason.
The reason what he said to me, it's not a legitimate reason to really to get upset. Like, wow.
Okay, because so what I was thinking was, some people have it in their mind that if you got a secret stash, then that's something for just you. You ain't sharing it, or if I need something, you ain't gonna have my back. You know what I mean? And there's people like that. There's some people who have their secret stash, and it's their legitimate secret stash. And say, for example, I have a secret stash, and we're boyfriend and girlfriend, or whatever it may be, right? Mm-hmm. You get yourself in a bind, or you get in the bind. Not saying you get yourself in, something happens and you end up in a bind. I got the money, but should I give it to you? You have people like that. You have selfish people,
or just there's people like that. You shouldn't be in a relationship then.
I guess.
Bottom line, you should not be in a relationship with anybody because if you want to hold out on money,
and that can't help.
You can't help. You shouldn't be in a relationship. And I've met somebody like that too, but older guy. He's not that way anymore, but he
learned a lesson.
He learned.
Sometimes it takes lessons.
A lesson to where I can't be selfish and greedy anymore. Mm-hmm. But Bottom line is holding.
Communicate. Communicate and
Not even communicate. That's 50, yeah. Communicate and just 50-50. Like you guys can't be selfish when it comes to money. If you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship together.
yeah.
It's being together. It's not like I got my money, you got your money.
Right.
You can
I hear
do
that a
that.
lot.
You can do what you want. I do I want. No,
I hear that a lot.
nah,
And you know what
man,
else I
nah.
hear or I've learned? There's a lot of people who are comfortable with their partner not having a couple of dollars in their pocket.
What do you
I
mean?
don't like that. Like, say for example, you get paid today, and or you pay all the bills or whatever, and I get paid tomorrow, and I pay bills or whatever, but I got money in my pocket. You don't have nothing.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? Like,
you know people like that?
yeah. Where they're just comfortable with their partner. Oh well, he spent all his money, so I got my $10. Like,
Wow.
how are you comfortable? And guys, please comment on that. Is it wrong? Is it right? Are we missing something that we don't understand? I mean, how are you comfortable? Whether you got $2, I don't care. Even if I got $2, one of them dollars is going to him, or maybe two of the dollars. I don't care. Like I'd rather him have something than to not have nothing. I used to always stash money in his car. We have our own car.
You did?
Yeah, remember the money you would find up in the visor?
I thought I put that in.
No.
No,
That's
okay.
me. That's me putting
This is
money.
not even scripted. I really thought you would put that. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, you do love me.
Get off me. Anyway. So he would find money in the visor, and he's like, wait, I put that there. And he don't remember because, again, swiper like swiping and spending.
Not anymore.
He's better, but he still does it. So he wouldn't know where the money came from. I was just like, I don't know. I paid up. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with my children and or my husband not having something in their pocket. Even like right now, I get on my girls all the time. You have money, keep it in your pocket. No matter, I don't care if you going to the mailbox. Have something in your pocket just in case, because you never know. Hey, your best friend might ride by and say, hey, you want to walk to the store? Y'all walk to the store and look, you ain't got no money because you chose to leave it inside. Just like you have to have your identification on you all the time, keep money on you all the time. And that's what I tell my kids. Keep something on you. It doesn't matter because you never know what's going to happen. And going back to my kids, what I was saying was when he got into this bad habit of always buying them and giving them, it got bad because they got to the point where they felt that they were supposed to have it.
Yeah, like
they have to have it.
When we went out, they were like
every time. It got real bad. And then it not only trickled outside, it trickles inside your home. Because now you done produced this thing where they feel like they are, what's the word? They are subjected to have whatever, whenever, and however. So now they're spoiled. They're spoiled now. You understand? So now we're in the house, and now chores is an issue getting done, and asking to, hey, give me a helping hand with such and such is a problem. Everything became a problem. But then you turn around and it's, oh, mommy, can I get this? No, because I just asked you to help me put this ladder up, and you went in your room and was doing X, Y, and Z and act like you didn't hear nothing I said when I know you heard me. You know, it's like situations like that. So it got out of hand to that point where it was like, okay, nope. It's time to shut it down. Like, I've been trying to shut it down anyway, but this dude here was just not hearing me. He was going through one ear right out the other until he started to see what I was saying, until he started to see the monsters he was creating. So
I was just a father trying to spoil his children.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. But you have to know how.
I was doing it the wrong way.
Yes. And by all means, coming from where I came from, I want everything too. Don't get me wrong. There's things I always want, but you have to know how and when and why or what is available to you. And because of that, that's what gave us the plan to sit down and do the life game. We sat down. He masterminded, honestly, and I went along with it. And at first I was like, that sounds a little too much for them. But then after I seen how he played it out and stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, all right, all
Basically, yeah,
right.
I would get
It
fake
worked good.
money.
It worked.
They work the chores. They have bills inside the house. They have
Mm-hmm.
our children have their own rooms, so
Their room was considered their apartments.
yeah. So they have their apartments, their light, their bathroom, their water.
Right.
Then they had to pay for food and the chores within the house. That was their actual job.
Yep.
After school, and they would have to work in order to get the money.
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't have the money to pay, say, their rent, they'll get kicked out, and they will be sleeping in the living room.
Yep.
On the hard floor.
The cold. That was their
Mm.
responsibility. They had their blankets or whatever, but that was their punishment. Not even punishment, but that was the consequence to show them, hey, when you don't pay your bills in real life, this is what happened. You get kicked out your apartment. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. They want their money and they want it now. Like J.G. Wentworth. It's my money and I want it now. So
I remember that J.G.
so we had to show them this is what really goes on in real life. You girls don't see the struggle that daddy and mommy goes through because it's not your responsibility, it's ours. So when we started to show them, hey, this is what we go through, these are the bills, these are the the consequences, this is what happens when you got money to pay here and money to pay there. Once they started to realize that, they was like, okay, now we get it, mommy. Now we get it, daddy. And then it got to the point where instead of them having their chores, they were looking for more work to do to earn their money. Because it was like, okay, I don't have enough money and I don't want to not have my phone, or I don't want to not have electricity, or I don't want to get kicked out of my room.
Internet or whatever.
Right. So when they realized that, it was
no
like,
food,
okay.
they ain't have money for food. Nope, you can't go to the fridge. Nope.
You can't get no snack.
Nope.
And they realized that, and it was like, okay, this is for real. Like, this is really what happens in life. And now they're more conscious. Now they're more aware. Now they understand. Now they know how to budget their money. Still play the game with them.
If you all have questions about the game, you
definitely
feel free
let
to
us
ask.
know.
We can tell you exactly what we did.
Mm-hmm.
I also integrated a baby into the game
as
well.
This year we did that.
So I tell you all about that if you have any questions. But yeah, the bottom line, because we getting this topic could go on for a while.
Oh yeah.
Work together.
Yeah.
Don't hold secrets. Don't
communicate as much as
you can. Don't hold secrets about. I hold bank accounts. I have a bank account that my wife or husband don't need to know about because it's my money. Don't play that because it will backfire on you guys. I'm telling you.
I'm 50-50 with that, and I say this because you never know when that partner of yours may do some shady shit to you, and then you asked out. And then what? You ain't got a friend, you ain't got no family member who's gonna bail you out. Like on Medea. I can use this as a good example. Medea. Poor woman ain't have no working skills, ain't have no money. Man came home with a whole different woman and kicked her out of their mansion. Oh, and what does she have? So I'm 50-50 with that. I'm sorry, because you never know when your partner is gonna flip up on you. So make sure you have a cushion for your backup, just in case. Just in case. Not saying everybody's like that, but you just
I need a cushion there.
Well, you better get a cushion, and not even just that. God forbid something happens as far as y'all as a family and your kids. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That backup, that extra little hidden secret bank that you got, maybe that one to save everybody. It don't even have to just be somebody walking out on you. It can be your savior. So it's good to have a secret, and it's not good. It depends on your situation and your scenario. But me, I'm gonna have a backup. I gotta have a backup.
But
whether
at least I know of it.
Yeah, you can know of it, but you ain't gotta tell details. You ain't gotta tell details.
No, after this video, you gonna tell me all that.
I ain't telling him nothing.
The heck you talking about? You got.
Anyway, guys. So you tell us, guys, what y'all think. Who should be in control of the money? Like I said, I think it's just based on each other's background. Like he said, it's based on each other's background. Mm-hmm. The man can be the strong one, and or the female can be the strong one. It's up to you. But in our relationship, I win.
Yes,
I'm the
she
strong
does.
one, and I'm the one
Yes.
who's more responsible when it comes to the money and bills and etc. And I continue to teach him, and we continue to teach our children. So do what's best for you guys.
And teach each other.
I said that we teach each other.
Oh
Well,
shoot.
I teach you, and then we teach the children together. I mean, yeah, you teach me too. So
Yeah, I know
yeah,
I teach you
yeah,
too. That's
because
right.
your bad habits tell
Yeah.
me what I need. I know not to do. So anyway, guys, we're gonna end this
Ooh,
video.
look at that, the waves that are coming in, boy.
Anywho's, we're gonna end this video.
Ooh.
Like always, you guys continue on this journey with us. Share, subscribe, like, and definitely put your notifications on for the new videos.
All right. You all have a good night, good
Good
morning, good
night.
afternoon, and all that good stuff.